Okay then, guys, so looking here now at the driver swings as we went through the session, not really mainly major change in terms of actually the swing itself, but more a difference in terms of the actual feeling of how we release that club. Obviously, setup wise, we discussed that ball position now is going to be off towards that front foot, so needs to be a little bit further forward there, as you can see. And then in terms of the actual swing, the same kind of swing feelings for yourself, Al. We don't want those arms to be going up too high up here, getting that kind of overswing. And for yourself, Seb, we don't want that club to be going too far around your body and the hands too low. Your arms on this, when we are getting a bit higher. Generally speaking, we want to sort of get the hands a little bit above your head there. The fact they're so sort of flat around there makes it give that impression that your hands are so low. So still keep working on those sort of movements there we've discussed from the sort of first sessions with regards to what we call swing plane. Don't want to get your arms too high. Don't want to get your arms too low. Just kind of blend your swings together. But in terms of the feeling coming down, and this is a real key thing, especially with the driver, just because the actual length of the golf club, to a lot of people, it feels as though they're kind of squaring the club face up back here. So it feels like the club is back here now, and they're almost sort of flicking the golf club here now with that extending and straightening of the hands and arms there to give that club chance to catch up. So many golfers, when they're trying to hit the driver a long way, they end up swinging their hands and arms really quick at the golf ball in this direction, and the club is left way behind, generally pointing out to the right, and the ball then curves off to the right. So the feeling of that club catching up, we can see here now, when you felt as though you flicked out. If I draw a line, close the lines. If I draw a line now from the head, through your hands back to impact, everything now is lined up nicely. You're nicely behind the golf ball. You're able to release the arms through and get that ball kind of starting down the fairway with, again, a very, very good finish into that follow through. Same with yourself on here, Seb. As you're coming back down now, you've got that angle now into here as we start coming back to the golf ball, getting that club and everything lined up at impact. As I said, the head in both cases nicely behind the golf ball, creating that kind of lean back behind it, hitting the ball on the way up, because obviously we've got this driver ball teed up. We want that ball to be going up in the air nice and high and sailing away, but the key thing is to obviously keep that club face square, or get that club face back to the ball squarer. And I think the feeling that both of you had when you kind of got it was almost like you were swinging it slower and softer, because basically as we come back to the golf ball, the feeling of your right arm, right shoulder and the hands doing a lot less, but the club head now is catching up a lot quicker, creating a lot more speed down here where the ball is and sending the ball further and straighter. So as I said, practice wise, when you're on the range or on the sims there, hitting a few shots, just get the sensation that club face now is almost releasing from here. So at this point, the club shaft would be kind of down here as a pure feeling, because if you actually did do that, the ball would kind of go over here through your left leg. So until you start seeing that, you're not doing it early enough, or that early. But work on those release positions with the downs. When I say backswing wise, still the same kind of feeling. Arms a bit lower for yourself out, arms a bit higher for yourself, Seb. But then the same feeling coming down with this driver, getting that club face to square up, release, get that ball flying a lot straighter and hopefully a lot further. So hope that makes sense, boys. Any questions, obviously just give me a shout, and I'll see you for the next lesson. Cheers.